If you're going to an event that has speakers, the safest place to be at a protest is by the stage where there are going to be speakers. Before you decide whether I'm going to go block traffic or do something that really starts to grind on the gears of whatever we want to grind on.
Yeah, it's a little riskier.
Right.
So you have to be prepared for that risk and for
Yep.
potentially being arrested.
If you're planning to be arrested, you need to think about whether you've got enough cash for bail. In Dallas, criminal mischief or failure to disperse is going to be roughly a $1,500 charge. So you're going to need between 10 and 20% of that in cash, either you or somebody else, in order to get out on bail. You need to decide whether you're going to bring your own phone or whether you're going to bring a burner phone when you're going to one of these things. Memorize 2 or 3 numbers, and if you can't remember the number, you can just write it on your forearm, right? Do not wear sandals. Do not wear flip-flops. You have to wear closed-toed shoes, partly because there are people around and you might need to run if something happens. Yeah. Running is never actually the best scenario because all of these protests outside have curbs, have other things in the road, like those bike lane things that you might not see. You really should not run in these situations. Even when something starts happening near you, it's best to firmly walk in the other direction as fast as possible. Bringing a backpack that has a drawstring is better than a purse. A face covering, if needed, is also good. We just need to talk a little bit about tear gas and what that really is. It's a crystal powder that gets dispersed through smoke or through steam. What's the one thing you should never do when you realize you've come in contact with tear gas?
Rub your eyes.
Rub your eyes. Do not do
Don't
it.
do it.
And do not rub your nose or your mouth. What will happen is you force those crystals that are resting on your skin into your skin. And so the best thing to pack in that backpack are squirty water bottles. You want like 3 of them. 1 to drink and 2 for your eyes or for your skin or for someone else that you need.
Show up and be prepared.
Right. And speaking of showing up, this is another thing to really consider. If you are a person of color in Dallas, you may not feel like doing the same thing as someone who is white in Dallas and can show up, or who presents in a certain way. It doesn't even matter what we may identify as. How we think law enforcement will perceive us is really part of the question. So having some frank and clear discussions about what you are comfortable doing and what others are comfortable doing in a group is important.